The usually composed and eloquent Annie Shephard, wife of beloved television presenter Ben Shephard, found herself in tears on live television. It was an emotional breakdown that no one could have predicted. During an interview where Annie was expected to talk about a community project close to her heart, the question suddenly turned personal. What followed was something both heartbreaking and raw, a moment that left audiences stunned and the media scrambling for answers. Because for the first time, Annie Shephard admitted something no one thought they would ever hear. Her marriage to one of the nation's most admired presenters is under unimaginable strain. As the cameras rolled, Annie's voice cracked. Tears spilled as she confessed that, despite appearances, her marriage to Ben has reached a breaking point. For years, the Shephards were hailed as the picture of a perfect couple. Ben, the charming and warm-hearted presenter of Good Morning Britain, Tipping Point, and countless other programs, adored for his kindness, humor, and relatability. Annie, admired for her quiet strength and dignity, often seen supporting her husband from behind the scenes, raising their family with grace. Together, they were thought to be the exception, proof that fame, television schedules, and family pressures could be balanced with love. But Annie's words shattered that illusion. Between sobs, she revealed her exhaustion, her heartbreak, and her fear that the love she and Ben built is slipping away. She said quietly, "I never thought I'd find myself speaking about this in front of the world, but sometimes the weight becomes too heavy to carry in silence." The audience sat in stunned silence. A woman who had always appeared composed, private, and dignified had suddenly opened a window into her most personal struggles. Behind the glossy image of Ben's ever-smiling television presence lies a story far more complex. For years, whispers have circulated about the pressures Ben faces. Early morning starts, long filming days, and constant travel. Hosting Good Morning Britain means rising before dawn. Filming Tipping Point can mean days away from home. Add to this his charity work, sports commitments, and public appearances. The diary of Ben Shephard is relentless. Annie's own world, though quieter in the public eye, is no less demanding. She has devoted herself to their children, to the family, and to her own career. But as Annie confessed, there is a price to be paid when one partner is constantly pulled in 100 directions. She admitted, "You try to hold everything together for the children, for the family, for the image the world sees, but inside sometimes you feel like you're falling apart." Her words resonated deeply, not just with fans, but with countless people watching who know the quiet heartbreak of trying to balance love, responsibility, and personal sacrifice. For months, speculation has swirled around Ben and Annie's marriage. Tabloids hinted at distance between them, stories of tension behind closed doors, the strain of living in two worlds, one of public adoration, the other of private exhaustion. Yet neither Ben nor Annie had ever addressed the whispers, until now. Annie's tearful honesty was the first time either had acknowledged that things may not be as perfect as they appear. But while Annie's raw confession stunned the nation, Ben himself has remained noticeably silent. To date, he has not issued a statement or spoken directly about Annie's emotional outpouring. His silence has only deepened the mystery. Is it an attempt to protect his family from further scrutiny? Or is it, as some fear, a quiet confirmation that their relationship truly is at breaking point? Within minutes of Annie's words being broadcast, social media exploded. Fans who had always admired Ben for his warmth and integrity expressed shock, sadness, and empathy. Many said they felt as though they were watching their own struggles mirrored on screen. One comment read, If even Ben and Annie, the most genuine couple on TV, are struggling, it makes you realize none of us are immune. Others urged compassion. We should give them space. They've given us years of joy on our screens. Let's not make their pain into gossip. Yet, predictably, the tabloids ran with the story. Headlines screamed of marriage on the rocks, of Ben's silence, and of Annie's tears. What was for Annie a deeply personal confession quickly became public property. But what lies behind the tears? Friends close to the Shephards paint a picture of a couple deeply in love, but struggling to reconcile their different worlds. Ben thrives in the spotlight, adored by millions. Annie, however, values privacy, preferring the quiet rhythm of family life. Their children, too, are at the center of it all. Like any parents, Ben and Annie want to protect them from the glare of publicity. Yet Annie admitted that the relentless demands of their careers often keep the family apart more than they would wish. And here lies the tension. How does a family survive when the very career that sustains it also threatens to fracture it? The question now looms, what happens next? Will Ben break his silence and respond to Annie's emotional admission? Will the couple seek counseling, make lifestyle changes, and fight to save their marriage? Or is this, and this is the fear that no one dares to voice, is this the beginning of the end for one of Britain's most admired couples? The uncertainty has left fans holding their breath, because Annie's confession was more than just a celebrity headline. It was a reminder that behind the smiles, the charm, and the television lights are two people facing the same heartbreaks and struggles as anyone else. This moment will be remembered as a defining one in both Annie's life and Ben's public image. For Annie, it was the moment her quiet dignity gave way to painful honesty, a moment of vulnerability that made her more relatable than ever before. For Ben, it has raised questions that only he can answer. Will he stand beside Annie publicly, acknowledging the pain she shared? Or will his silence grow louder than words? Whatever comes next, this story has already changed the way fans see them. No longer just a picture-perfect couple, they are now something far more real. Two human beings navigating love under the weight of extraordinary pressure. And so we are left to wonder, will Annie's emotional confession bring her and Ben closer together? Or will it mark the first step toward an ending none of us want to imagine? One thing is certain, this story is far from over. If you found this as emotional and eye-opening as we did, don't leave without subscribing right now. Hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when new updates drop. And let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Ben and Annie's marriage can survive this storm, or are they facing an inevitable heartbreak? Because sometimes, even behind the brightest smiles, lie the heaviest burdens.